Chapter 18, Killer Mike Resurfaces. It had been almost 3 years since Fats left Detroit. 3 years of grinding, losing, winning, and learning how to move in silence. He'd built a small name in Atlanta, not famous but respected, enough to get studio time, features, and a few checks that didn't bounce. Then, out of nowhere, the past rang his phone. He was in the studio finishing a session when the call came through. Unknown number. He almost ignored it. Then a rough voice said, "Boy, you done forgot about your day ones or what?" Fats froze. He hadn't heard that voice in years. "Mike? Yeah, it's me, bum. Fresh out." Fats leaned back in his chair, running a hand over his face. "Damn, bro, I thought." "Yeah, me too," Mike said, half laughing. "But they couldn't keep me forever. I'm back, and I'm trying to see what Atlanta talking about." 2 days later, Fats was at the Greyhound station again, watching that same bus to a stop. Mike stepped off, heavier, harder, face lined by time. Same fire in his eyes though, like prison didn't cool him off, just sharpened him. "Boy, look at you," Mike said, pulling him into a hug. "ATL done turned you into a star." Fats laughed. "Nah, just a man who got tired of losing." They spent the first night catching up. Mike told stories, fights, hustles, near deaths. Fats listened, half proud, half scared. He'd grown used to peace. Mike was chaos with a heartbeat. Later that night, sitting on the porch, Mike lit a blunt and said, "You ever think about the old days? Joy Road? We was kings back then." Fats stared at the smoke curling into the night. "Yeah, but kings don't last long on that block." Mike smirked. "Speak for yourself. I still got connects. Money moves. If you want to get back right, I got ways." Fats looked at him. "I ain't trapping no more, bro. I'm trapping beats." Mike laughed hard. "You really changed, huh?" "Had to." For a while it was cool. Mike stayed with him, hit studios, even helped push Fats's brand on the street. He had a hustler's gift for getting attention, loud, confident, magnetic. But soon trouble started creeping in. Random dudes calling at 3 a.m., cars parked too long outside the apartment, whispers about a robbery gone wrong back in Detroit. Fats noticed the shift. One night, while they were eating takeout, he asked straight up, "You running from something, bro?" Mike grinned without looking up. "Ain't we all?" A week later, Fats came home from a late session and saw 2 dudes waiting near the parking lot. They looked like Detroit, all dark hoodies and long stares. He walked inside without a word, heart pounding. Mike was in the kitchen, bag half zipped. "Yo, what's going on?" Fats asked. Mike sighed. "Remember them bums I told you about from back home? They think I owe them, but I'm handling it." "Handling it how?" Mike zipped the bag shut. Fats caught the glint of a pistol inside. "Mike, no, not here, bro. This ain't Joy Road." Mike's eyes softened just for a second. "You outgrew the dirt. I respect that. But me, the dirt still owed me." That night, Fats couldn't sleep. He sat at his desk, headphones on, making a beat that sounded like thunder. Every drum hit felt like warning sirens. He titled it "Same Road, Different End." When he looked up, Mike's room was empty. Bag gone. Door cracked. He knew what that meant. The next day, Fats got a call from an unknown number again. Static, then a voice. "You Fats? That dude Mike said you was his brother. He gone, bro." Fats didn't speak, didn't breathe, just stared at the wall. After the call ended, he turned off all the lights, sat in silence and whispered, "I told you." This city don't give out second chances. That night, he went back to the studio and played that same beat, loud, raw, and full of pain. He didn't cry, didn't yell, just worked, because that's how he survived. And as the speakers shook, he muttered to himself, "Grind hard or stop. Ain't no in between." End of chapter 18.